Hey, it's Mike Lyon with DoYouConvert, and we are coming to you from the International Builder Show in Las Vegas, and we are excited to share some best practices and tips from all of our industry partners, experts, friends, presenters, influencers. They're all here, and we want to get them in camera in front of you, talking to you. So we got some good stuff planned. Stay tuned, and you're going to hear from them soon. Oh, look who I've got. A special treat is Ronda, the Ronda Conger. Rhonda, how long have you been coming to the show?
Whew, you know, let's just say roughly 15 years.
Let's call it what? 2 decades.
What?
Go
easy on the 2 decades. Go easy.
I've been coming 14 years, but we're excited to have you.
Okay.
You came in early.
I did.
Because you're an overachiever, and you spoke yesterday on the 10 ways to shorten the sales cycle. Is that correct?
Shorten the buying cycle.
Shorten the buying cycle, that's right. And what's your number one way? What would you say?
I would say, well, first of all, you know me, my rule in general is you have to be passionate and caffeinated.
Yes.
So if you're passionate about new home sales, you're passionate about home building, then I would tell you it would be very easy for you, which would be the number one thing, is to make a connection very quickly with home buyers as they enter your sales center. You need to make a connection quickly.
Okay, so this showing model homes, this and that, demonstrations, all that doesn't matter if you're not what? Making a connection, right?
No, right.
I love it. That's great. And you're also going to be talking about what's the culture session?
The 7 secrets of a top culture.
Yes, we like it. We love these names. 7 things, multiply 7 times 10, that's 70. It's amazing. So what's some tips from that? What are you going to give?
You know,
sneak peek.
Sneak peek. Okay, so if you know me, and Mike, you know me very well, I would tell you that love wins.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you love yourself, you love your team, you love your company, your buyers, your community, that you'll win, and everything around you gets amazing at that point. Kind of goes back to the passion. You talked about our masterclass yesterday. The number 2 thing we talked about is emotions.
Right.
And when people's emotions are involved, that's when things get really good. So I would tell you love wins, and I would tell you passionate and caffeinated.
I love it. She is caffeinated and passionate, both. Now you're going to play a game with us.
Oh boy.
Get ready.
I'm ready.
This is called What's Going to Happen in Vegas.
Ready.
I'm going to give you 2 choices. There is a correct answer, and we'll see if you get it. So you have 2 choices. You're either going to go and see Cher or Celine Dion. What is the correct answer?
Oh, Celine Dion.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Survey says she's correct. She wins. Let's give her. You get this. You get that tag.
I get that.
Just take that with you. Rhonda, thank you. It's always good to have you. Good to see you at the show. Thank you for presenting and sharing.
Okay, big fan of Mike Lyon. So yes, thank you. Love, love, love.
Look who we've got. It's Andy Gottesman from MI Homes. Andy is presenting with Jen. First of all, hi, Andy.
How you doing?
He's presenting with Jen, with the longest title ever, from online lead to on-site sales. What's the rest of it?
The customer experience, the journey.
Yes.
That's why we got in, because we had such a long title. They just said, all right, it sounds good.
It was magical, and he's going to present that tomorrow. But I want to ask you a question that you can share with everybody here. What do you think some of the challenges are, and how do you overcome those when you have an online lead going to on-site sales? What's the best way to make sure that sale is happening? Because you've been an online sales specialist, and now you are a general sales manager. So what's the difference there?
The big thing is that the online salesperson is going to be all about speed and getting great information fast. If the on-site person doesn't match that, now the customer's having a bad experience because they were expecting responses in 5 minutes.
Right.
They were expecting all the details, great email links. And so really got to get the salesperson to really act like an online salesperson in terms of how they deliver the information.
Right. You know, we used to call him the golden child. He was so good at his job. You're amazing. Hey, 2nd year at the Builder Show. Are you having a good time?
Having a great time.
What do you love about the Builder Show?
Well, we just saw A-Rod kick it off, and he gave a really awesome opening ceremony. So that was cool seeing him, and he's way more of a businessman than I ever realized.
That's right. Okay, so you're going to play our game.
Okay.
It's called What's Happening in Vegas. And we're going to give you 2 choices. You have to pick the correct answer. If you pick the correct answer, you win a prize. Tice, what is it? We don't know. We don't have prizes. All right, so you get to either go see the Blue Man Group or Terry Fader, the ventriloquist.
It's a tough one, but I'm going to have to go with Blue Man Group.
You are correct, because who wants to see a ventriloquist? Not me. Do you want to see a ventriloquist?
We missed the Blue Man Group last night. We actually showed up to a bar about 10 minutes late, and Blue Man Group had just left.
Seriously?
Serious.
There you go. You heard it from Andy. We're having fun in Vegas. Good to see you here.
Nice to see you.
Thanks for everything. We're excited to hear you talk tomorrow.
Can't wait.
Oh, we are going out of the ordinary here, and we got a twofer. Okay, we've got Chris Hartley, and we've got Ingrid Prince from Trendmaker Homes, formerly Dunhill Homes. Ingrid holding the microphone. We're going to see if this works. I think it will. How are you guys doing?
Doing great. How are you?
They are also the NAHB vloggers, so they're running around getting videos and sharing them for NAHB. They're award winners, 40 under 40. All of these awards that they've won, it's amazing. And they're presenters. So, Chris, we're going to start with you.
Okay.
Someone who's not here,
Yep.
what's the key point, something you want to share with everybody out there, something they need to know?
Sure.
Okay.
I would say if you're not here, I've been in the business for 17 years, been doing this at the IBS for 4 years, you got to come. I mean, this has catapulted my career beyond possible beliefs.
Yeah.
I wish I would have done it 17 years ago because I truly believe I could be a lot farther in my career than what I am today.
Okay, so number one, you got to be here for catapulting of careers.
Yep.
Okay, that's good. Ingrid, you're presenting with Jen.
Yes,
Okay,
yes I am.
we know it's the longest title ever. From online to on-site, journeys, success, we love it. It's basically how do you get those appointments into sales? What's a key point that you're sharing tomorrow? What is super important for online sales specialists? Maybe someone who's just getting started too, some advice you give them because you're a superstar.
So I would definitely say be consistent and have a follow-up process. I know it's easy to fall off the tracks because you do the same thing over and over every day, but just be consistent, make the phone calls, and you'll get those sales.
There you go. You heard it here from two of the best. Now, you're gonna play our game called What's Happening in Vegas.
Sounds good.
Okay, you have a choice.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
You can either go see the legendary Barry Manilow or Boys to Men. What is the correct answer?
Boys to Men.
Hands down, Boys to Men.
The correct answer is Barry Manilow. I'm so sorry.
Who is that, by the way? No.
Oh, judges are saying it's what? It's Boys to Men. I'm sorry, I was wrong.
See?
It's Boys to Men.
It's Boys to
Do you
Men.
know any Boys to Men?
Oh, yes.
Let's hear it.
It's so hard to say
Oh,
goodbye to yesterday.
Okay, that's it.
Hey, Mike Lyon here with DoYouConvert. We are back at the Builder Show, and the hallway is busy, Kevin.
It's crazy. I can't believe I actually ran into you.
I know.
All
So
these people.
we see each other at the Builder Show, and we love it. This is the host of Market Proof Marketing. It's Kevin Oakley. Kevin, you got some great sessions coming up tomorrow. Okay, so I want you to tell us what's something big that you're going to be sharing at your sessions tomorrow and on Thursday. I want two good tips from two good sessions.
Okay, tomorrow is actually a debate format where we're going to argue that humans are obsolete, that branding is worthless, and content marketing is also just a fad. A lot of great speakers. We've got 6 different folks. That one's edutainment. It's season 3.
Season 3
we've
of
done
the Clash of the Titans.
and,
That's
and
right.
The audience is usually kind of in on the joke. It's the only session, the main takeaway is that you can have fun while learning.
Right.
That's the main takeaway. I don't want to spoil anything else because spoilers, it's not cool to have spoilers in episodes. And then on Thursday is actually, I can't believe it, the first time we're talking about pre-sale without fail.
That's right.
At the show. So I've done hundreds of webinars, it feels like, on the topic, talked about it a long time, but this is the first time to be able to take it to a whole new audience.
So we got a lot of builders that are opening new communities next year.
Yeah, they're
What is-
all the ones they hoped they were going to open last year.
What do you want to tell them? Like, hey, if you guys do one thing next year, this is the big thing you have to be thinking about.
Big thing right now I'm seeing is that people are way overconfident. They're getting these big lists because the market is so high.
Yeah, right.
And marketers are easing up on the gas because they're worried that people might have to camp out or that lines might form. Guess what? That's their problem, not yours. You can still do this in a way where you are not being a jerk as an organization, you're just being fair. And I actually got a picture over the weekend from someone who had folks camped up in chairs with hot coffee, and they're smiling. They're smiling because they're about to get their chance to get a brand new home. So you don't have to tick off your customers while creating genuine urgency.
Okay, play our game.
Okay.
What's happening in Vegas? You have 2 choices.
Okay.
And you've got to pick. There is only one right answer.
We didn't talk about this.
You're either going to go on the roller coaster at New York,
Okay.
or the high roller Ferris wheel. What do you choose?
Oh, the real high roller, I feel like it'd take a nap. That's just, why would
Survey
you
says
do high roller?
roller coaster is the correct answer.
yeah,
There we
for
go.
sure.
Kevin got it.
That's
Kevin, you
definitely
win the
the correct
prize.
answer.
We grab our favorite people from the hallways, and this is Dennis O'Neill with O'Neill Interactive. Hello, Dennis.
Hello, Mike.
Okay, we're asking questions. What's happening in 2020? And you're a website developer. That's important. But what's a big trend that you're seeing in 2020? What's important for builders to know?
I think the thing that I'm most excited about for builders this year is the fact that we're going to see an ownership of data, right?
Okay.
So it used to be that for years we've relied on tools like Google Analytics and Facebook and all these other third-party sources to tell us where our website leads are coming from.
Okay.
But what's going to change is those companies are making it harder for builders to do it. Now we're sort of, instead of relying on them, we're going to be in a position where now we're going to be, builders themselves are going to have that as a part of their website. So we know where those leads are coming from. And I think that's a great change in the long run, that builders are going to have more control over their destiny.
Well, and basically we're paying for it. We want to make sure we know what's working, what's not, what's
Absolutely.
converting, what's not.
Absolutely.
And that website is a core piece of it. So builders need to be thinking about that. Definitely something important for 2020. This is important too. The question. This is our game that we like to play called What is Happening in Vegas?
Ooh.
And we're giving you two choices.
Okay.
You got to pick the right answer.
All right.
Okay. Choice number one. You get to go see Cirque du Soleil with the Beatles or Cirque du Soleil with Michael Jackson. What is the correct answer?
What is the correct answer? Beatles.
What are we, judges? Oh, she said it's Michael Jackson. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe next time. Dennis, thanks so much.
Thank you, man.
Hey, Mike Lyon here. We're in the hallways with Alaina Money Garman, and she is talking tomorrow. Well, hello, Alaina. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
She's talking tomorrow at the Clash of the Titans. And what is your big talking point? Because it's a controversial one.
It really is. I'm talking against the value of brand, that buyers really don't care about brand. I know.
You heard it here first. What does that mean? What do you mean they don't care about brand?
It's so disappointing. It means that if I blindfold you and took you into a home and asked you which brand, which builder this is, most people can't tell me. You or I couldn't even do it.
Yeah, I think that is true.
Yeah.
And I think that is a challenge. So
Yeah.
what do you do in 2020 to help build a brand for a home builder? What do they need to be thinking about?
They need to be thinking about exactly who they are and who they aren't, and how to reflect that in their product without just slapping the logo on it. Like,
Got it.
how do they know that it's you without you being there telling them who it is?
Okay, I love that. And you're great at building a great culture,
I
finding
hope so.
good people,
Yes.
right? That's
Great
important.
people.
We love that. Okay, so are you ready to play What Happens in Vegas? That's our game.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. So
Yes.
2 questions.
Okay.
There's a right answer and there's a wrong answer.
Okay.
What show do you need to go see? Are you going to go see Wayne Newton or Barry Manilow?
Is there a C? None of the above?
Yes, there is a Jabberwockies.
I've seen the Jabberwockies. They're amazing.
Look who we have here at the International Builder Show. It's Roland Nairnsey. How are you doing, sir?
I'm great. It's a pleasure to see you, Mike. You're the best. Thank you for having me.
We love it. We're asking questions to all of our presenters and influencers. So my question for you specifically,
Yes,
because you're training so many salespeople out there,
I do.
what do you tell them about the importance of the role of online sales and getting those appointments to help their career?
It's really just very, very black and white, that if you use an online sales counselor, you get the appointments and you get the sales. I mean, I did a video conference 2 weeks ago with a builder, and I think 92% of their sales came from the online sales counselor.
That's insane.
It was extraordinary. So, and the salespeople even know that when it comes through the online sales counselor, there's an appointment made. It's just a better qualified team. The ones that you've trained that I get to work with are amazing. We work on open-ended discovery questions. They have a basic product knowledge so they can point the client in the right direction. And then there's that handoff, which is so important to the salesperson. I think it's a great evolution of what we should be doing right. So, so yeah.
Final question. This is our game here.
Yes, sorry,
we
okay.
play. You ready for this?
Yes, I'm ready,
It's
sir.
called What Happens in Vegas.
Oh my gosh.
It's a fun one.
Okay.
So would you
I can't
rather...
believe-
Do you want me to give you
I'm
2
scared.
choices?
I get a little scared.
Don't be scared.
I think I might have to go right
you're
now.
fine.
I'm a little worried about where this is heading here.
You have to stay. It's
Okay,
it's in
all
your
right,
agreement.
all right.
So here we got two shows you're going to go to. You got to pick the right one.
I'm concentrating.
Penn and Teller
Yes.
or Chris Angel Mind Freak.
Oh, I'm going to do Penn and Teller because I just think they're hilarious. But I would like to see Chris Angel as well.
Okay, so
Yes.
survey says Judge Penn and Taylor. You win. Good job.
Oh, do I win? Oh, I actually win.
It's Mike Lyon here. We're back at the International Builder Show with the ad doctor,
We're here.
Andrew Peak,
So excited.
co-host of Market Proof Marketing.
I'm on video. Close your eyes and just listen.
Yes.
And it'll be like the podcast.
This is him, the man, the myth, the legend. We're excited to have you. Tell us about your presentation tomorrow. It is called
5 mistakes builders make with Google Ads.
Okay, and for those of you who can't be here, give them the biggest mistake.
The biggest one, so they all come to a pinnacle at we're spending too much money on Google. We need to take what is best with Google, and that's it. Reallocate that budget. So budgets
Wait a
will go
second.
down.
Wait a second. The ad doctor's saying you're spending too much money on ads. That's
Yes.
not normal.
Yeah, that's not normal. But it's just too expensive these days. So just take the good stuff.
Yeah.
Reallocate the budget to what you need.
I love it. Right here from the ad doctor. Okay, you're gonna play our game. It's called What's Happening in Vegas.
What's
you
happening?
have two questions. There
On
is
the
a
spot.
correct answer on the spot. Okay.
Okay.
Would you rather take a helicopter tour over the Grand Canyon or go tour the Hoover Dam?
Let's tour the Hoover Dam because I don't know if I would be a fan of helicopters and I might be terrified. So
Survey
we're getting
says,
personal.
Judge. Oh, it's a helicopter tour.
Let's do it.
That's all right. Hey, we're at the Builders Show with Will Duderstadt. Look at him. He's here. He's legendary. He's the VP of Corporate Marketing at MI Homes. And you are reprising your role in Clash of the Titans.
Fact.
Third year for this presentation. Why a debate format, sir? That's my question.
It's a good question. It's season 3, let's call it that,
Season
right?
3, okay, we'll take it.
Here's what I love about the debate. People hear some pretty crazy arguments within their organizations, and if you want to be really good at arguing back and lobbying for the thing that you need as a marketer, there's no better way to do that than to take the opposite point of view, to see it from their side, and kind of get ridiculous about it and just debate it.
I love it.
Yeah.
And we see it. It's going to be fun this year. It's coming up soon.
It
We're going to
is.
be there. Okay, so we always like to do this at the show. We're playing a little bit of a game called What Happens in Vegas.
Okay.
Blackjack or craps.
Roulette. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Black 15 all the way?
Yes.
Yep, for sure.
Roulette you can play forever.
Exactly.
Are you a big gambler?
No. Black 15. One time, and then I'm out of the casino.
Yeah. Have you ever lost in Vegas?
I have won a lot. I'm not answering any of your questions.
Hey, look who we have here. The one and only Meredith Oliver. Oh my goodness. How many builder shows? 18 builder shows?
18.
Presenting at every single one. She's going for 20. We think she can make it. And you kind of nerded out this year talking about a lot of marketing and all that, which you usually do sales and marketing. But she was focusing on marketing this year. Tell us something that you saw out there is happening with conversions, websites. What's going on?
Yeah, so we're monitoring 50, 60 builder websites. Yeah. And what we've seen is a 30% decrease year over year in form submissions. So people, hitting the contact us, filling out the form, right? But good news. It's not that leads are down, it's just how they're having conversations.
Yeah.
So your text message leads should be up, your live chat leads, your phone call leads. People are actually using the phone, Mike.
Surprise.
Shocker.
Surprise.
So if you aren't tracking all of that through your CRM, through your Google events, then you're not going to know those exist.
I love it. That's a great tip. You know, they're coming from everywhere. We got to talk to them all different ways. So really good stuff. Now you're going to play our game called What's Happening in Vegas. You have two choices I'm going to give you, and there's a correct answer and there's a wrong answer.
Okay.
How are you going to blow your money in Vegas?
Yeah.
Are you going to gamble or are you going to shop?
Oh, I'm going to shop. Why would I gamble?
Of course, that's right. We can go down to her shoes. Let's see if we can get those shoes down there. Of course, Meredith's shoes. Her Instagram. Oh, thank you so much for joining us, and you have a great show. Yeah, hey, look who we've got. It's Jen Barkin, online sales coach extraordinaire.
Woo!
Finish your session online, on-site to online. Tell us what's the title?
Longest title ever, right? From online lead to on-site team, creating a seamless buyer's journey.
Woo! 42 words. We'll take it.
Today.
Okay, what was the takeaway? You got something good, something big from that session?
Oh, well, here's the thing. Bridging the gap between online and on-site sales, it all starts with keeping the customer experience at the forefront.
That's right.
And here's the reality, is that having an online sales specialist in this role now is not something new really anymore, right? So we've got to do our jobs better. We got to engage quicker. We've got to qualify better. We've got to be proactive. We just got to ramp ourselves right on up if we're going to be killing it in 2020.
There you go. That's good. I like it. Okay, Jen. You're going to play our game called What's Happening in Vegas, and you're going to get some choices. I'm going to go to one that I'm trying to get to see what the crowd favorite is, but you have two choices. You're either going to go see Cher or Diana Ross.
Oh, Diana Ross.
Okay, there we go.
No, hands down.
Cher, I'm sorry if you see this. Hey, I've got someone special here from Abrazo Homes. one of the co-owners. It's Brian McCarthy. Hello, Brian. How are you doing?
Great, Mike. I'm doing fantastic.
Always good to see him repping some sweet gear. Check it out. Show him the lining of your jacket too.
Yeah,
don't miss that because he's a sharp dressed man. Okay, Brian. So I have a question for you. You recently went from one online sales specialist to another.
Yes.
And your gal Sheena was just phenomenal.
Yep.
How did that process go? What did you think?
Well, it went really well. Obviously, we wanted to promote Sheena and somebody who had a great understanding about all the metrics and how we drive traffic to our sales offices and to our team. So she was a perfect candidate and well trained.
Yes, one of the best.
One of the best. We promoted her up to marketing director and brought in a new online sales counselor, Blair.
Yes.
And the process that we put in place is so fantastic with the help of DoYouConvert. And having Sheena there to coach as well is awesome. But we were afraid because we were taking one of our rock star employees and moving her into a different position. We thought our sales and our handoffs and appointments would suffer. But Blair is just killing it. She's doing really, really well, and it's awesome. And it's a testament to the process. And it's always good to be constantly building this pipeline of people.
So that's great. Sheena was just phenomenal. And what do? She transferred what she had learned onto the next person.
Yep.
Got to have that process, just like anywhere in your business, right?
Sure,
okay.
Absolutely.
So that's great. We love it. Just wanted to share that with everybody out there. And you can go from one to the other. It's okay. Now you're going to play our game called What's Happening in Vegas.
Oh, geez.
You have two choices, and there's one right answer and there's a wrong answer.
Okay.
Choice number one, you're going to go to the blackout dinner. You eat dinner in the dark, or you're going to go to the buffet at the Wynn.
I'm going buffet at the Wynn. Yeah, I'm 6'6", 250 pounds. I'm going to buffet all the time.
We're back with round 3. Ryan Taft in the hallways at the International Builders Show.
I've been in the hallway all day.
That's right. Ryan, good to have you on. You're presenting tomorrow on overcoming objections like a rock star.
Yeah.
Yes, get them up. What's your big takeaway for people who can't see you tomorrow?
Well,
what would you tell them?
I would tell them they should be here, but outside of that, what I would tell them is to embrace objections. You know, you get kind of this old school training that it seems like I'm undoing a lot of that these days, where the old school training says you should not fish for objections. But my philosophy is that you not being aware of the objection doesn't make it actually go away.
Okay.
What it does is it just allows it to fester.
Yeah.
And my wife has this great saying. She says, it's better to slay a dragon when it's a baby dragon than when it's a full-grown dragon.
That's true. All right, you're with us here playing a game called What's Happening in Vegas.
What's Happening in Vegas.
There's going to be 2 choices. You're going to get the chance to pick the right answer.
Oh, okay.
So far, everybody's done pretty good.
Pretty good. No pressure.
Vegas.
No pressure.
This is Vegas. There's a lot of famous people walking around. Who is more famous? Is it Kevin Hart?
Okay.
Or the Queen of England?
Okay, so let me think about this. I want to say Kevin Hart only because we're the same height.
Okay.
Because I want to say he's more famous.
Yeah.
But someone told me that the Queen of England actually is more famous, even though she's not from here.
What is it? Oh, he got it. The Queen of England. There you go. Hey, thanks, bud.
Awesome.
Hey, look who we've got here. Chad Sanschagrin.
Perfect.
Hey,
Nailed it.
I try. Cannonball moments. We're excited to have you at the Builders Show and do a quick little interview. And I just want to let you know I look up to you.
That's good. That's good.
But I do really, because here's a fun story, and I want to talk about it. You submitted 5 times to the Builders Show.
5 times, yeah.
And this is your first year getting accepted, which congratulations.
Yeah,
he
thanks.
does a great job speaking keynotes, and now he's accepted. So what's your advice for people who want to submit, especially when you got to go through the paces like that?
Oh, yeah. 21 submissions. 21 submissions over 5 years.
Oh, my gosh.
And so I didn't know what I didn't know. So at the first year, I was like, oh, I'll get accepted. I'm a trainer. I was working for a national training company, and I didn't get accepted. I was like, all right, well, they didn't know who I am. Let me perfect my pitch. Second year, I really worked on nothing. And so what happens is you get a lot of stories in your head. You get frustrated. You create some alibis and victimhoods, but you still got to persevere.
Right.
So I was like, all right, I'm determined to get on the stage, to get a spot.
Yeah.
And so every year I did that. And then finally this year I really found the Trojan horse, which I wish I would have saw 5 years ago, was I went to people that had already been accepted, so Ronda Conger, Chris Hartley, and I said, what did you do to get accepted?
Yeah.
Can you help me?
Yeah.
I literally just surrendered my ego and said, can you help me?
Yeah.
And they worked with me, and they said, all right, well, how about we do this? We'll submit a submission together.
That's great.
So I'm speaking with other people for my first time.
That's great.
And yeah, it's been awesome. So I'm really excited. And what's crazy is, today is the 3-year anniversary of me starting my own company. So it all,
There you
like, the
go.
universe always conspires to give you what you want.
I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And, you know, persevere. You got to keep doing it. We always love great speakers. We're glad you're doing it. So
Yeah.
that's fantastic. All
Thanks,
right.
brother.
Play our game.
Yeah, I'm ready.
What's happening in Vegas? You have 2 things you got to pick from. There's a right answer and there's a wrong
All right.
answer. Are you going to David Copperfield or Chris Angel Mind Freak?
Oh, David Copperfield.
Oh, we got a winner. Congratulations.
What?